If someone tells you that a woman can't be a pastor, you could remind them that the Bible never mentions qualifications for being a pastor, but it does mention a woman as an apostle. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion, and the word pastor only occurs once in the entire Bible, and that's in Ephesians 4:11, where it mentions pastors in a list of ecclesiastical offices and never says a single word about qualifications. But the misogynists who want women to not be allowed to be pastors will usually appeal to 1 Corinthians 14, verses 34 and 35, or to a passage in 1 Timothy that denies women can have authority over men. And the problem with the appeal to these two passages, apart from the fact that they never mention pastors, is that they're widely agreed not to have been written by Paul. Most scholars agree that the pastoral epistles, 1st and 2nd Timothy and Titus, were not written by Paul and weren't written until after his death, and were written by somebody who was just pretending to be Paul. And there's a very good case to make as well that 1 Corinthians 14, 34, and 35 are secondary interpolations into the text, and perhaps by the same person who wrote at least some of the pastoral epistles. So those passages don't have the authority that people want them to have, and they directly conflict with the repeated references on the part of the genuine Pauline epistles to women who held ecclesiastical authority, such as deacon or patron and apostle. In Romans 16:7, Paul sends greetings to Andronicus and to Junia and identifies them as prominent among the apostles. And Junia is a woman's name. And the early Christians consistently identified Junia as a woman who was an apostle. And you even have folks like John Chrysostom praising Junia for the righteousness that she must have had. And it's not until over 1,000 years later that the idea begins to pop up that, oh, either this is a man's name, or it's not saying they are apostles, but they're just well known to the apostles. But you can look at more recent publications that point out that this would entirely conflict with Paul's estimation of the apostles. He would never base praise on anyone on what other apostles thought of them. But he would certainly identify people as prominent among the apostles. So again, if someone tells you women can't be pastors, you can remind them that the Bible never sets qualifications for being a pastor, but it does identify a woman as an apostle. And the fit for this video has been Daredevil.